Hey guys, welcome back to Get Into It with Jason Hook with me, your host, Jason Hook. Let's get into it. What we're listening to is WOUNDMAN Perimeter. On Painkiller Mass Glory. Comes with this cool insert. It's kind of got like the lyrics on this side. So these guys are out of New Bedford, Massachusetts, which is like 45 minutes from me, kind of south. As you can hear, straight power violence, hardcore, awesome stuff. I've been in love with them for a while. Put it away. They're actually playing a record release show this Saturday coming up. Today's Wednesday. With X-Files, X is going to play in a bunch of other bands down in New Bedford, so I can't wait to go. So I just wanted to spin this. WOUNDMAN Perimeter is the LP. This came out in 2016. This is on blue vinyl because I'm cool. So I think there's like 200 something on blue vinyl, but we'll be jamming this. You guys can hear it. Definitely check it out. Definitely get into it. It's great shit. So for this video here, what I'm going to do is it's going to be a lot of records. It's going to be the rest of the stuff from Philadelphia. This is hardcore, and some mail order, and maybe some stuff I've picked up if I got time. So first we're going to do is Discrepancy, Thoughts or Things. This is on Youngblood Records. So it's an Orange County straight edge hardcore band. Uniform Choice shirt. This is very Uniform Choice of Jace. It actually ends with a poem in due time. I would say Uniform Choice influenced. It's probably the best way to put it. Here's the insert. You got Discrepancy. Got some live shirt again. The Uniform Choice shirt. Crowd shirt shots. You got your lyrics. Got your lyrics here. Then you got, a band shot, a photo shot here. Then what you got down on the bottom here, there's something in here. Yes, this is a record with a positive message. Why? Because this world consists of both positive and negative things. We have a choice in our lives to focus and fill our world with what we choose. We can focus on the tragedy, the hurt, and the pain, or the beautiful, the miraculous, and the extraordinary. One thing is certain, it's easy to get caught up in the negativity of this world. True strength comes from maintaining a positive outlook, even the darkest and hardest of times. What is also certain is that we all have a choice, and that at the end of the day, nobody or nothing can ever take away your thoughts. Thoughts are things, so what will you choose to think? Discrepancy, a statement of purpose, think, care. Dedicated to Orange County hardcore, past, present, future. So, it's a straight edge hardcore band. Big time Uniform Choice vibes, which works awesome for me because I love Uniform Choice. Not gonna lie, big fan. And this is on Youngblood. I got this at This Is Hardcore. You got cool clear vinyl. There's 200 on clear vinyl. I looked it up. There's a Youngblood straight edge logo. Sat here. And then there is actually a song on here that's interesting. It's a hard stance song with different lyrics called Brother to Brother. So they covered the song, they just changed the lyrics. But if you dig straight edge hardcore, Uniform Choice, Orange County HC, definitely check out this band Discrepancy on Youngblood. Next I have another Youngblood release here. This is Line of Sight. I actually spoke about this in my last video. I had that LP that was actually this record in the demo. So these guys are out of Washington, D.C. This is going to be a term that I'm going to beat to death in this episode. I hope I don't, turn you guys off. But this is a members of band, members of every single current DC hardcore band. But this is more like Youth Crew, straightforward hardcore. You got your lyrics here. You got a live shot. Bite the hand that feeds you the lie. But this is a new band out of DC. Comes with a download code. Also on Youngblood. I have a bunch of Youngblood stuff in the beginning here, so. But this is also on clear vinyl or Coke bottle. I didn't bother to look up how many of these are. But you got your red labels here. You have the Youngblood straight edge. Very similar But if you guys watched my last video, I did talk about this record. That's I think it was a European LP that had this in the demo on it. But it's straightforward youth crew hardcore, moshy parts, sing-along parts. Great stuff, and that's Line of Sight. Descent is the name of the 7-inch. What year? This is this year, 2018 this came out. Next I have No Tolerance. No Remorse. No Tolerance. This is a Boston straight edge hardcore band. This came out in 2011. This is on clear vinyl with stamped sleeves. There's 150 of these, I believe. These are just straight up for sale. This is hardcore at the Youngblood table. You open up here, very silver on black, dark hardstock sleeve. Again, Flogging a Dead Horse. Huge members of band. This band has members of tons of other bands. I'm going to leave it for you to look it up. Get the back here. 7 years old. This is great stuff. Very power violence. Straight edge, but almost a power violence-y dirgy, similar to what we're listening to now. Actually, the singer of this band plays drums in what we're listening to. But that's No Tolerance. No Remorse, No Tolerance. Cool version, 150 copies. Next, we have this band called Standoff, Behind the Wire. This came out in 2017. Another Youngblood Records release. Just bought everything at his table. He made some money off me. The insert here. I like how it's got the double standoff with like things around it. The lyric sheet. I think there's also a thing. Is there a thing? Nah. So these guys are in Washington D.C. These are like kind of like turning. If you dig to bands like Turning Point, it's kind of got like a little bit. I don't want to say emotional. It's like the 90s like early youth crew sound. Definitely Turning Point-ish. If I could just FFA for Turning Point. This is on clear vinyl. You got like the photo there. Mid-air guitar jump. But this is Standoff. Definitely check it out. I'll put a link below for it. If you did, again, like I said, Turning Point, white vinyl, 200 copies. It's on Youngblood. Standoff. Next, I have this band called DC Disorder. This came out in 2017. This is kind of a super group of DC area hardcore bands. Again, I have to leave you some work to do. You can look it up yourself. This is just straightforward hardcore. Definitely got a straight edge tinge to it. I don't know if it's 100% straight edge. But what you got here is you got the logo. You got an old photo here. In the back, you got all the, the song titles, another photo, Youngblood logo. Basic lyrics, one photo, the two guys in the band. This is on blue vinyl, 150 on blue. Again, he just had these. I think he had a bunch of the color vinyl stuff for sale at this hardcore. It's called Naive to a World. Again, and straightforward hardcore. Wheel's not reinvented really on this, but it doesn't have to be reinvented on this. It's what it is. It's fucking great stuff though. But that's DC Disorder, Naive to a World on Youngblood. That's all my Youngblood stuff. So, but always definitely check out Youngblood Records. I think they've been around for a long time. 97. They had a cool long sleeve, which you'll probably see me in a video when it gets cold out. Too hot for long sleeve, man. I know I'm rocking the after work basketball shorts and t-shirt. But right. Next we have Outcrowd from Atlanta, Georgia. This came out in 2012 on Reaper Records. This is on green vinyl. The Reaper Records logo there. Another Reaper Records logo. It's all different pins. The Outcrowd pin, Reaper Records pin. You got the nice green. These are cool. I like this green. It's like really pops off the record. Again, this came out in 2012. This is definitely youth crew hardcore, I would say, influence. A little bit more realism, a little more realistic lyrics than the usual, like, finger point, stand together, straight edge, hardcore, that youth crew usually is. But it comes with like a little photocopied insert. You got lyrics on this side. It's a really cool song here called Clockwork. Another day, another dollar. They hold the leash. I wear the collar, jerking me around for a few extra bucks. End of the day, I'm still shit out of luck. Monday, Friday, 9 to 5, busting my ass just to get by. Day in, day out, it's all the same. Punching a clock, playing their game. I'm not asking for a handout. I'm just searching for a way out from under this hand that's holding me down. They get off by pushing me around. Monday, Friday, 9 to 5, bust my ass just to get by. Day in, day out, it's all the same. Punching their clock, playing their game. When will it end? You know. And then there's a song on this called "Deafening Sounds of Freedom," which is actually, it borrows lyrics from a Agnostic Front Warzone. They actually thank them for this. What did they say? All songs written by Outcry except for parts of "Deafening Sounds of Freedom," where lyrics are borrowed with much respect from Agnostic Front Warzone. And then they, you know, it's just general thanks list to all the bands. Thanks for their town. Thanks for Atlanta. But this came out on Reaper. I believe, did I already say it's 2012? But here's the back. You guys should definitely check this out. If you dig hardcore, like you have the Youth Crew variety, Agnostic, AF and Warzone are definitely very fitting to what you're going to hear on this. With a little bit more faster, more Youth Crew like tinge. But that's Outcrowd, Just Us. There's no Justice, Just Us. 7 song, 45, so that'll tell you how fast the songs are. But check it out. Hey, check out anything on Reaper. Reaper's a really cool label. You know, when I go to hardcore fests, like This Is Hardcore, I just grab, you know, I love just getting stuff directly from the label. And like you saw my Youngblood stuff, it's all like limited to 100, so you just grab the stuff to bring. I think it was like $6-7 a piece. It wasn't, you know, it wasn't like he was trying to make a bunch of cash. That's Outcrowd, Just Us on Reaper. Atlanta, Georgia hardcore. Next, I have a test press that I bought from 6 Feet Under. I talked about this band before. This is No Time. No Time is out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. They're a Oi-influenced hardcore band to the ilk of, you know, another band I'm going to talk about later, but Crown Court, that kind of the new wave of British hardcore. This is definitely, but it's, you know, from the U.S. I love that No Time logo. I love how it rips off the No Future logo, the 80s UK punk label, which was awesome. And it's a test press. It says right here, 6 Feet Under, there's 13 of them. This was the demo. Well, they do this shit at Pirates Press. So, you know, just blank labels, black vinyl. Again, as I just have repeatedly said over and over again, this is a members of band out of Pittsburgh. This year members with a bunch of really popular Pittsburgh punk and hardcore bands right now. But that's the No Time demo. Oi hardcore, punk twist, it's great shit. Saw it was a test press, had to grab it. It's on 6 Feet Under, which is another great label that I fucking totally dig. And check it out. This came out in 2014, I believe. 2014 to 2015. It's No Time. Next, I got this at this store called Vinyl Altar, which was this metal store that was in Philadelphia that was really cool. Very clean and very kept up. Lots of cool stuff in there. Only thing is that they said it was the red limited to 100, but it's actually not the red limited to 100. That's on the original record label that put this out. This is the Triple B Records version of this, and that's Freedom. Pay the price. Detroit, out of Detroit. So it's got the Triple B logo, both sides, very similar to all their releases, red vinyl. This was limited to 100 on the original label that put it out, which I wrote down the name, Back to Back Records. This came out in 2015, so you got your standard insert here, crowd shot, group shot, you know, it's Detroit, so everything's run down and destroyed. You got your lyrics on here. The Freedom Crew, Detroit hardcore. Now, Freedom's an awesome band that I got into late because I'm a stupid fucking idiot, and I slept on. I've heard the LP before I actually heard this. I saw the logo, I saw the LP around, and I just didn't pick it up because I'm lazy, fucking idiot. Which I tend to do. But they're a Detroit hardcore band. I would say it's definitely like New York hardcore, like the New York hardcore bounce, with a mix of like Negative Approach type, just straightforwardness. It's really, really, like, I can't suggest it enough. You guys should definitely check this out if you're into like the late 80s stuff. I mean, if you look at the band shot, you got a dude wearing an AF shirt and a dude wearing a Warzone shirt. It's definitely a skinhead. You know, like it's almost like a skinhead and hardcore kids hung out. couple hardcore kids hung out and started a band. I can't recommend it. I mean, I know this is old, but that's Freedom. Pay the price. This is the Triple V version, but it's been pressed a couple times. But you should definitely check it out. I'll throw, like, as usual, there'll be a link below for it. Freedom. Freedom! Let me flip the record. So just to show you this, too. It's on blue vinyl. I think I just played you the B-side. If I did, we're going to listen to it again. But, so, back to it. Next I have this Harvest 7-inch. Harvest was a band, I talked about the LP in my last episode here. This is a 7-inch that came out on Good Fight. I did write just a year down. On 2011. Side A is 2 new songs, and side B is an unreleased song, and then a new version of an old song. So this is on clear vinyl. I don't know how many there are, but I bought this directly from the band. What year did that? This came out 2011. I never saw it. There's no insert or anything for it. It's a nice, really heavy, hard cardstock sleeve too, which is cool. It's not flimsy and cheap. But Harvest is a band from Minneapolis. That's just the 90s chug, but it's great. It's good. As I mentioned in my last video, I always wanted to see this band, but I thought I never would because they kind of stopped playing or touring somewhat regularly when I got into hardcore. I was able to go to shows. So it was my first time seeing them in Philly, and they fucking killed it. And this 7-inch fucking killed it. Years of Defiance, Years of Disgust is what it's called. You see this floating around, definitely grab it. It's 7 years old, but I haven't really seen it. I don't know if it gets like a distro or anything. So you should definitely check this band out. This is Harvest. Years of Defiance, Years of Disgust, some 90s, mid-90s hardcore. Definitely heavy stuff, breakdowns. It's got the metallic chug if you dig that, but I recommend it. Next we have this band that was on To The Point Records. I mentioned the 45, the 10-inch I had last week from them. They gave me this because I was just shooting the shit with them talking about hardcore. It's STM. I wasn't able to find a lot about this band. It says New Jersey, Capital City Hardcore 2014. This is definitely like some moshy breakdown hardcore with like a kind of gruff vocal over it. Again, this too, like for nerds who have watched my videos or know me, this is a really thick cardstock sleeve, and I dig that shit because it's not flimsy and cheap. And it's just black vinyl. It's got just like the STM logos, just same exact logos on the inserts. Very just insert with just lyrics on it, just like a gloss insert. But it's like moshy, like kind of like beatdown. I don't want to use the term beatdown, but it's definitely in that ilk. It's good. I mean, I dug it. I just never heard anything about this band. I don't know if it's like a members of band or if it's just a one-off band that was around for a hot second. I'm gonna tag the guys that are in that I met. The plastic sleeve is cut crooked too. It just drive me nuts. Sorry. I'm gonna tag the guys from To The Point who are there. This is also Good Life Recordings. It says 2014 here. I also probably said that. About if they can give me any more information about it. I found one song, like a video of one song on YouTube. But I'll plug it up. So if you guys are into like, I would say like E-Town Concrete-y, that ilk of like moshy breakdown hardcore, you're gonna really dig this stuff. It's in the same vein. Might actually be members of, I'm not sure. But that's STM. Next I have a buy that I also got a vinyl altar for $3, which is Sammy Hagar's Can't Drive 55. I'm not gonna spend a lot of time talking on this. It's just a 45 single. I think he might have actually given it to me in the pile of stuff I bought. I've always wanted one of these to throw on at a party or just to be a jerk. But that's Sammy Hagar's Can't Drive 55. What's the B-side on here? Because obviously it's not even, the B-side's not even listed on the sleeves, so clearly he didn't give a shit about it. Burning Down the City. funny too, down here if you can't see, it says can't drive and it's 55 with a no smoking symbol over it. But again, this is a record, just a song I knew. I thought it'd be funny to pull it out, you know, throw it on in some weird mix or on a mixtape as a joke or whatever. Can't drive 55. It's probably going to be the fucking thumbnail. Next! I got a little loud there on you, sorry. This is a band that I really wanted. This is kind of like, I talked about that band Raw Brigade in my last video. And this is going to be kind of like this video's Raw Brigade because I want you guys to check this band out. This is Restraining Order from Western Massachusetts. This came out on New Age Records. Like, I got it in the mail not that long ago. It's 2018. Did I write the exact date? But, you know, dedicated to Connecticut and Western Mass hardcore up here. I don't know if these kids are young. Last time I played Boston, I missed a show because I had to work like a jabroni. But, so what you get in here is, we'll save that for the end. What you get in here too, so this is black vinyl, but see these labels here? Green with like the old New Age logo. So every time New Age puts a record out, what they do is they do 77 copies with this label on it. They're really easy to get. I mean, I think if you just say like I got that, the pre-order went up. I said within an hour, I ordered that and got that version. Then you got the insert here. So, like I said, this is a Western Mass hardcore band, or maybe even Connecticut. The members in Connecticut like split, but these guys are like the kind of hardcore that I fucking dig. It's punk influenced, but it's not stale. It's definitely got an early '80s. It's definitely got an '80s, just kind of fast like American hardcore like idea behind it, but it's not beaten to death and boring. Just you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You get 6 songs on here. They blast you in the face. I just cannot recommend this record enough. And it comes with this band I want to check out. It's the Dividing Line, which I haven't. If anybody out there has heard them, I don't even know. I don't think this record's gone up yet. It says summer 2018. I'll check after this. And then on the you get the Drug Control Clear Sight, which is a band I've talked about on here before. They do 7-inch, which is a San Diego straight edge hardcore band. I got this one out of 77 too. I think it's clear vinyl, but with that green New Age Records logo in the middle. So that's Restraining Order. It's a self-titled 7-inch. It just came out. This is new. Within the last couple months, last 4 or 5 weeks, this hit the streets. Definitely check it out because it's great shit. Next, I got another band that's got a lot of buzz. This is MIL-SPEC Changes. MIL-SPEC is out of Toronto, Canada. This came out on Lockin' Out Records, which is a local Boston label, which put out a ton of releases in the early 2000s. It's still, you know, clearly they're still a record label. They're not as prolific as they were, but when they put stuff out, they put out bangers. It's a guaranteed good record for the mostly. I think every time I bought one. So, and then you just get the simple, then you just got the lyrics, you got the lyrics here, a couple shots of the band, the general information of where it was recorded and whatnot. I believe, did I get this on a color vinyl? Yes, I got this on clear. This is on clear vinyl. I believe this 300 on clear. Now these guys there's a lot of buzz about them on the internet. I know they played Sound and Fury. I know it's just probably 2 months ago now. Out in California, which I guess people went fucking nuts for them. It's a somewhat melodic hardcore. It's not like pop punk melodic. There's a little bit of melody to it. The lyrics on this are fucking crazy. They're super. I would say I hate to use the word deep because it sounds kind of corny, but it's like there's meaning behind these lyrics. It's not like similar to what was I talking about earlier? To the Outcrowd record. It's not just like, friends, you turned your back, you know, like that kind of stuff. There's meaning behind them. The vocals are a little bit harsher. They're not scream, but they're not really saying. It's like a almost like a mid-tier. Some parts he screams a little bit, but most of it's delivered in a mid kind of like harsh delivery. It's really fucking awesome. The hype is well deserved. But that's MIL-SPEC. The name of the record's Changes. It's on Lockin' Out. You see the Lockin' Out logo there. Check it out. Still available. I don't know if clear is, but the record's still available. It should be easy to find. But definitely get into this. New hardcore, man. New and old. Forever. Next, I have the Crown Court, new Crown Court 3-song 7-inch. That's on Goner Records out of Goner's out of I believe Tennessee. This came out. Goner's out of the U.S. Crown Court's out of London. Similar to No Time, this is an English hardcore band, punk hardcore band, oi hardcore mixture, melodic. This record's a little bit more melodic than the past. It's fucking great. Mad in England, which I thought was supposed to say Made in England, but I fucked it up. They're out of this is Memphis, Tennessee. Goner. Mad in England, like on the GGs. On the GGs is the A-side. Mad in England and Fight or Fail is a B-side. Awesome record. Cannot recommend this enough. Actually, I'll say MIL-SPEC, this, and Restraining Order. It's like 3 different types of hardcore, 3 different sounds, 3 absolute bangers that I fully recommend for even the most casual fan to get into. So the thing that's cool about this is that the layout they did on this is really cool. You get this sleeve with the hole cut in it. It's almost like a 45 single. This is printed on. This just slides out like that. And it's just black vinyl. It's a 45, you get the big hole. Goner Crown Court. I believe these are still available from Goner too. I'm pretty sure that Crown, like a lot of distros ran out, but Goner Records still has them. It's weird. But I ordered this from my phone when I was in Philadelphia, so it kind of counts as if this is hardcore, right? Restraining Order and MIL-SPEC were right before This Is Hardcore, and this was ordered at This Is Hardcore. They came, I believe, MIL-SPEC and Restraining Order came right before I left, and this came shortly after like within a week of me being home. But that's Crown Court, Mad in England, 3-song banger. Get into it. Next, I have a 7-inch that was thrown in as a freebie when I ordered that Crippled Youth record, and this is NAYSAYER, Nation Agreed. These guys are out of Virginia. This is also on Reaper, which the Outcrowd's on Reaper as well. It's on red vinyl. I didn't bother looking it up. But it comes with this huge... The thing about this is one side's 33 and one side's 45, which is weird. It comes with this huge printout. And on this side, you just got lyrics and photos here. There's like little comments here. When I found hardcore music, it changed my life. I think that says a lot, probably because it's true. I learned about this music scene that was filled with so much passion. It's so much more than just a style and a sound. This substance here, this community. It's something we can all relate to and honestly feel like we're a part of. Talk of struggle, politics, social unrest, religious, anything. It's more than just music. It's me, it still is. There's more bullshit bands with empty lyrics and shitty gimmicks than ever. But under the many layers, there's still substance, there's still community. There's still that raw emotion that is burning to be released. Hardcore is a lifestyle, not a passing phase. Don't grow up, don't outgrow. Gunwald. But, so these guys have like a moshy, like, breakdown delivery, scream vocal. They actually played out This Is Hardcore, so this counts as This Is Hardcore, somewhat. But, definitely check this out. This is NAYSAYER, Nation Agreed, on Reaper. Next, I have something I got a while ago. This is the VILETONES. The VILETONES are a 77 punk band from Australia, from Toronto. Definitely got the heroined out 77 sound if you guys dig that. I've had this for a while. I can't believe I haven't shared it. This is known as the Auschwitz Baby 45. I wrote it down. It was recorded differently. It was recorded in 77 and then was released in 2013. These are the first recordings on Distortions Records. The guitar player Freddie Pompey actually died within the last year. Henrik Himmler, Auschwitz Jerk, and Wet Dream Girl are the songs. You can tell they're going for the edge there with the Auschwitz and the Himmler mentions. They're not racist. It's 77. It's 77 heroined out fucking edgy punk. It's cool. Some people swear by this band. Think it's like a real trendsetter. I don't really hear it. I just hear kind of generic 77 punk. I know someone's going to get fucking bullshit at me about that. But this is a repress. Like I said, if you see it, check it out. It's a VILETONES Auschwitz Baby 7-inch. Toronto. Next I have the Bound 7-inch. I remember playing the first Bound demo for my brother, and he was like, you can definitely tell the singer's from Leominster. So this is a local mid-90s hardcore band from the Fitchburg, Leominster area. Twin Cities of hardcore, somewhat known. But so this is 2 unreleased songs, and then a song from a Revolution comp from 1994. And this also comes with a download that has the first 7-inch, Live at Club 490, '93 demo tape, and then I guess a bunch of photos. I haven't downloaded it yet. I just picked this up the other day. It was actually left somewhere for me, and I was super lazy and sat there for like a month. So it's, you know, it's called the Lost Tape Songs. So he's got like a thick cardstock, got some live photos here. It's on black vinyl. I believe he wrote down the number. There's 250 total of these out in the wild. The band would change its name to Hatchet Face, if you guys ever heard that band. We're a little bit more successful than Bound in some, you know, some circles. Comes with this. Here it's Twin Cities Hardcore. Just the information on the back. And then it comes with this cool insert with my friend Rick McDonald. I don't know if he put this out or he was involved in putting this out, but it says not even half the story. And it's all text, but it's like emails and text messages of him trying to find the tape from people and people's responses and all the different people that got involved in finding the tape. So what's up, Rick? I know you think this is. I know I bought this from him, and he dropped it out at a BMX store that's like 5 minutes up the street from my house. I didn't get to till this past Sunday. I think it was there for like almost over a month. But that's Bound, Lost Songs. If you guys like the mid-'90s hardcore sound, similar to Harvest, not as heavy. It's a screamed vocal, but a straightforward hard kind of crunch hardcore. You guys will dig this. Members went on to be in a bunch of bands. The drummer here plays drums in a band that you guys will know. Very prolific band right now. I'm not being a dick. I'll figure it out. And same for another hardcore band. That doesn't sound like the prolific band he drums for. But I'm about to run out of time. So I had one more LP. I'll do that in the next episode. I'll do that in the next episode. So I just want to say thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel. I have the Facebook group I'll leave a link for. Head over to Born Pissed, Andy's site, does art and has records up there. I'll leave a link for that. And get into it and hang out and party hard.